it's worth it. Keep going. Welcome to Perrot State Park. This is right on the Mississippi. Let's go discover this park together. It's got a nice long entrance road through the woods. Got hiking trails coming through. So this park has an extensive campground, and that is what I'm going to show you today. There's a lot more to this park than I have time to cover. This is the campground. There are a lot of hiking trails, a lot of bluffs to explore, and all along the Mississippi River. And this campground looks like it is also tucked in along the waterway here. So let's go see what we find. There are several parking areas along the road here for overlooks. We'll take a look at those on the way out. Beautiful spots to stop and see the river. You know, at first glance I would have guessed that was a cornfield ahead of me, but that is all water plants. That is all marshes. So the road kind of follows along this little inland bit of water here, which is very appealing for paddling and small watercraft. And looks like I have a boat launch to my left. I've already passed a nature trail and a trail up to a bluff along the way here. There seems to be plenty of activities available. I see more trails to my left and more day use spaces, parks and shelters. Now I finally made it to the campground, which apparently there's another way into the park I just discovered rather than just along the river. So let's go see what these campgrounds are like. Entrance to the right. We're going to take the big loop around first, I think, and then we'll look at the inner ones. Right away, straight ahead, there's 1E electric campground host here. We got firewood, we got the showers. 2E is the host. 3E on my right. So the E electric. It seems to be very popular. 4E on my left is a disabled space. 5E on my right. These are all very isolated from each other. I'm climbing a bit of a hill here. 6A, 6BE apparently is a shared two-person site. 7E on my right. 80 on my right, and we're gonna go around the outside and see what we find. So that was RV land there with all those electric sites. Now out here I feel like I am right up against some fields and a farm over on my right outside of the woods here. I got a dump station on my left. And we're gonna go straight ahead towards the group camp, and then we'll come back around and take another look. So I just crossed the Great River Trail, which is I believe a hiking and biking trail that kind of goes through the park. And it just went off to my right. Okay, now I'm coming up on some sites. So I got, these are non-electric here. I have a pit toilet over here on my left. And then I have 87 out here on the edge of the world. 88 up here on my right. Occupied. These are non-electric, mostly 10 sites, but they are all back-in sites. 89. That looks like a tent site. There's a path to the shower building. That's a nice wooded site over there. Well, up to 91, apparently we have electric. So that's 91E. 92, we are back into electric as we come around here. These are really nice, deep wooded sites. I mean, right now I'm sitting out in the bright sun. We got a small RV in that one. 94 has an RV. Since they're all back ends, they're pretty easy to pull into. 95E, very good shade in all of these, good cover from your neighbors, and the group campsite is off to my right. We're not going to go look at that. We're going to come in and figure out my best path to go around now. I guess I pretty much have to go right. So straight ahead is 29A and 29B, which is a shared site. So one family on the right, one family on the left. Come here together, rent the two together. I am at 30E, 31E. These are all electric again. Back-in sites. 32. This is a popular campground. They're all full. 33's got a nice T at B. 35's got a nice little travel trailer in it. 36E has got another trailer. 36 here actually backs up to the marsh over there, and it's visible to it. 37 on my right, non-electric. Let's see, 38 on my right, non-electric. 39 has electric. These are all full sites, and I am in thick woods right now. 70 on my left, occupied. Okay, so again here, 41 on my right. It's a nice site right on a marshy area. So you're on the water. 42E over here is open, so I can actually look at that one. They're all back ends. I've got a pit toilet on my left, a waterway on my right, a squirrel that's not moving in front of me. There he goes. Oh, this is a big site. 43, see the sign is here, backs in, goes way down in there to its spot on the water. Not a swimming spot, but it's on the water. Oh, these are actually shower buildings on my left. So this is where the shower is, it's close to the shower. 44 is a pull-through without electric on the water. 45, another pull-through without electric. 46 is a back-in with electric. 48 is a back-in with electric. 47 is a narrow back-in with electric. Okay, I am crossing the Riverview Trail right now. That helps reference on a map. 49E, not very big, but it's electric. And we're back around, I got 2E over here, 50E on my right, and we're gonna go back around and find some more of the campgrounds. This is right at the entrance. Let's make another loop and hit sections we haven't seen. Oh, and right here, the end of the entrance here is this basic one, 1E. Let's see if we can clarify what we've done. Came in here and took this loop all the way around. Now I'm going to come up and try to go into this intersection here, and then we'll come back and finish this off. Okay, just past the dump station, we'll hit campsites 51 through 86 on our left. Let's sneak down here. These are nice wooded campgrounds. Oh, interesting. I go up the middle for 51, 52 on my left, non-electric, 53. There's a bathhouse on my left, parking for that. 54 and 55 here. Let's take a look at 55. So we got to go kind of up a hill here. These are smaller sites. These are meant to come in and tent or maybe a pop-up, but not much more. 56 on my right. 57 is a little more level. I got a pop-up camper on my left at 58. 59 on my right. That's a little larger. 60 is right here. So there's a bit of room and a fairly long drive coming in. So I came up the middle and now I have a choice. I can go left to 70 to 86 or right to 61 to 69 and go right first. So that means that these are backing in sort of a backwards direction now. As I go around this loop, that was 61. It's actually pretty big, not electric. 62's got someone in there with a tent. 63 on my left. Take another look at that one. It goes pretty deep. 64 on my right. These are all very well wooded, very well protected from your neighbors. 65 has got a tent in it now. 66, pretty deep. Lots of room in that one. 66 and 67A, or 67A and B are here. So this is a shared site, but not electric. 68 on my right with a big tent. At the top of the crest of the hill here is 69. It's wooded, but it actually seems to have a lot of sun coming into the site midday. So there's nothing directly overhead. Coming back down to the center part of this loop, and I need to go right again. And we'll meet you at the split at the other end. Alright, coming back up on the split for 70 to 86 to my left. And it looks like there's a trail straight ahead. I don't know what it goes to. 70 on my right. Nice basic site. Fairly large. 71 on my right. Goes kind of deep. Got a little pathway to another road over there. I've got 72. Seems pretty big over here. That goes quite a ways back. So you can get a pretty big piece of equipment if you don't need electric. 73 on my left is about the same size, maybe a little shorter. We've got another water station here. 74 is a small site. That is a car and a tent, and that is about it. Let's see, I got 75 on my left, 76 on my right. 75's got some size. 76, pretty small. 77 on my left here, not too big, pretty open. 78 is a little more flexible there. Gotta climb a hill now to get to 79. Well, they've got 2 cars and a couple tents going in there right now. And a load of firewood. Alright, I got 80 on my right. A fair sized site. Good size back in, but this is one where they specifically say you park here and don't go over where the table is. They have barriers up. 81, fair size. Goes back quite a bit. I'm climbing a hill to get to 82. This would be a difficult one to back down and into, so not the easiest one to maneuver. At the ridge here, I got 83 on my right and 84 on my left. 84 is all gravel. 83 actually has grass. And there was access to the showers to my left. 85 coming down the hill here is a nice grassy one that goes back quite a bit and fairly easy to maneuver to. And then 86 on my right, going back in there. And that is that loop, and we'll go back around and try to find the rest of this campground. Okay, so that was in around that way, then we came in again and came around that way. This is a rise in the hill here, so it is a little challenging on this corner to do some of these back ends. We're going to go back out and try to hit this section. Alright, coming in on this section, starting with 9E on my left. Not a very big electric site. Keep a small trailer there, not much else. You got 10E on my right, which has a camper Class A, Class C in it. 11E on my right. Back end sites, fairly big one there. I got 12E is really tucked, so they're way back there already in their trailer. 13E on my left, another back in site. We got a water source here. Got a little mini pull through at 14, which looks like it has stairs that go up. I got a little A-frame here on 15E. Let's see, 16E's got a trailer in it. Some extra room. 17 is a bit of a hill climb and a clearly saying don't go where beyond the barriers. Now this is not electric, so this is probably meant more as a tent site. 18E on my left. Some people are setting up a tent right now. 19, again tucked way back up high and very steep, so that is definitely a tent. 19 not electric. 21E on my left has a nice little mid-sized teardrop. Seems about right. 20 on my right, up the hill again, just a tent. Let's see, where am I going? I'm going to go straight. Okay, I've come to another split here. I've got 4 sites ahead of me on this little loop. So it's somewhat isolated, but it kind of backs up to other loops. So I've got 24E is a very small electric site back in. 25E will be a back in once you turn around over there. 26 has a fair sized trailer in it right now. Have a pit toilet just ahead here. Another back end site over here, the table's over there. This is 27, so it's actually fairly long, so you might get something fairly large in there, up through there. Okay, just a couple sites left here as I hit this. I got 28E on my left. Not huge, but not too small. And 29 A and B over here, which we did look at as we came off the drive before. So that is the entire campground. I believe I have hit all of it. So lots of nice wooded, tucked in sites, plenty of room for travel trailers. They're a little snug driving through the tight curves. Does seem to have all the range of facilities here, water scattered about, shower buildings, as well as the pit toilets, and quite a few electric sites. So let's go see what else this park has to offer. Alright, I'm down by the nature center, and there's a parking area, and I do see down the hill over that way, down by the water, they do have a series of kayaks and canoes. I don't know if they have rentals going this year or not, but they might. It's a nice little place to put in and explore the inland water there outside the main Mississippi. Let's go see what else we find. So I just parked up in a little parking area here with a trailhead heading off to a overlook bluff. Down the bottom of the hill, down over there somewhere, is a boat ramp. So there's a whole parking lot for the boat ramp. You got this little inland area, or inland waterway, and the other side of the railroad tracks out there. You might be able to hear those. This does seem to be a very, very busy park. Lots of people coming and going, lots of people out for hikes. So this is a great place if you want to get out and go for hiking. I'm going to go see what it's like up that trail. That view is pretty nice, looking out bluffs along the Mississippi, and it's only part way up. So I'm thinking I've accomplished something. I've got this great view up here, and then look up there, there's more to come. And fellow hiker said, "Oh, you're just getting to the good stuff." I'm like, oh. So let's go see what I find. Okay, this may be a little scary. I'm gonna put you over the edge. Okay, I know you can hear me breathing on this one as I climb some more. So I'm having flashbacks. 30 years ago, I was traveling out through Colorado on the way to Utah, just east of Glenwood Springs, and I pull off in this little tiny rest stop. This is before the interstate was there, and hit this little rest stop, and there's a creek coming down it, and I'm told we start walking up this creek because there's other people walking up it, and on the way up people keep going, it's worth it, keep going, it's worth it. Well, that's Hanging Lake, which you cannot visit anymore. It is the most popular hike in Colorado. Well, I'm not to the top yet. There's still a little more, but already this view is worth it. And I'm just off of one hike out of I don't know how many in this park, but this one will probably do it for me, because I don't know if it can get much higher than this. It might, but I still got to go up a little more. I'm still not all the way there, just a little further. Alright, started down here. There's the boat ramp and a little parking area. Went up, up, and I've hit this intersection. I'm going to go back down because this is the spot. Keep climbing. It's worth it. Keep climbing. It's worth it. This is a phenomenal view with a nice shelter built by the Civilian Conservation Corps, as well as all the steps to get up here. So please, if you make it up here, don't deface the building. These guys worked hard on it, and most of the people who built it went to World War II and gave their lives. So please, no graffiti in these buildings. So my bigger question right now is, why am I the only one up here? The path was kind of narrow. It's kind of thing I'm actually surprised it's open right now to get up here, but it is a fabulous view. Got this nice shelter, definitely worth the hike. And I'm all alone. I saw some other people on some of the paths, but they're not making it up here. So definitely take a break if you need to, but get up to the top to the shelter. It's one heck of a view. Of course, I'm looking mostly at Minnesota. Don't see much of Wisconsin from here, but it's worth it. Keep going. So on the way up, it's climb, 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 climb. Wear yourself out. Coming down, you got to be careful because it is down a very steep climb. But it also gives you the opportunity, since you're not huffing and puffing quite as much, to stop and try to take in some views. Well, that's the end of my hike from the top up there. I have made it all the way down to the river. So there is a nice boat ramp here with a pier, and this lets you paddle around near the edge of the park out through the marshes nice and quietly without feeling like you're in the middle of the mighty Mississippi. So this park has a nice wide range of amenities, very popular apparently. So I'm gonna wrap up. Gave you the campground tour, so you know what kind of campsites they have here. They do fill up apparently, so make sure you book those early. It does accept the RVs. Not all parks in the state park system have room for them. You've got fabulous hiking trails, lots of terrain to explore, wonderful, amazing views, and all sorts of paddling options or other aquatic boat options from this point. You've also got bike trails running through here. The river trail runs through the park, and I've seen quite a few bikes zipping through, as well as bike racks throughout. Lots of little bathrooms hidden around here and there. Not so much up top of the hill, so plan before you go up, but bring plenty of water if you're going hiking. So if you like what I've shown you here, if I find it useful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like what I'm doing and showing the campsites and showing these different amenities, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me out, helps other people find it, and helps you see other campground tours and state park tours and other little places I discover. Helps you find those videos. Thanks. I'm going to show you some nature photos now.